Robinson, we're back.
All right.
We went into a breakout space where you could talk privately with your lawyer. Mr. Gibson, we're back. What does your client wish to do?
I believe she wants to accept the plea offer. That's what she's indicated, but at the same time, I think she's very emotional, and she's indicated that I've explained to her that when it comes to a plea to domestic violence, that she would have to make some type of an admission or to create a factual basis. And so that's where I think she gets upset.
Well, could she plead no contest to the charges? Ms. Robinson, by pleading no contest, you don't admit what happened, but you would allow or accept that a conviction would enter, and I would take the factual basis from the affidavit of probable cause or bond information report. Are you willing to do that to have benefit of this plea agreement?
I'm not for sure.
All right. Well, I don't think we're ready to try to take a plea here today.
I guess if we have to, I got a plea. I just want to get out. I want to talk to Pivot about them helping me get a place.
Say that again.
I want to talk to Pivot about
Pivotal.
Yeah.
I believe that one of the underlying issues was that the defendant was residing, that was her residence, was with Bonnie Lou Myers, and I'm getting the impression that she has no idea where she'll go if she's released, because she's not, I don't believe she can go back to the same residence that she was.
Well, I thought they were coming, that your caregiver was coming to take you to another location.
And she dropped me off down the road. She had to go pick up her daughter.
All right. Well, I'm not sure, but we're not ready to do a plea here today. I regret that this is going to end up in front of Judge Pattison because I won't be here next week, but I'm going to leave this on for plea then. For 2/24. Attorney Gibson needs to spend more time with him. Well, actually, I am back next Tuesday. I'll be here.
So
all right, this matter is continued for 1 week. Mr. Gibson's going to come out to the jail and see you. I'll be back next Tuesday, but we're not prepared, and you're not prepared to take a plea here today. If we are going to do it, we'll do it next Tuesday. Also, I will make a referral to Lauren from Pivotal. All right, Miss Robinson, you're good to go. Why don't you go get some lunch?
okay, thank you, sir.
So is that one, it's still on then?
Yes, it's on for prelim.
Okay. Well, I'll go.
All right, you're good to go, Miss Robinson. Let me get our next person. All right, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Next, we need to see Mr. Lockard, and then we need to see Mr. Brandt. All right, thank you. All right, thanks. Bye. All right, Rhonda's with us at 5 minutes to noon.
All right. Good. I agree.
See, I think it is. I think it's. Violence. It seems like she doesn't. Yeah, house.
Yeah.
But.
If he's free with understanding that he's gonna do that, but if we get to sentencing and that's not in place, I ask for a lengthy jail sentence on the keep sentence. Okay.
Got it. Again, it sounds like it's gonna work out, but we'll probably have to set it over for a sentencing, because we have to deal with
Yeah.
the other, what Matt's gonna do on the. I mean, I can't see him putting on 2 probations, but I'm gonna probably gather part of the condition of any probation is gonna be that he complete that, or you're gonna be requesting jail.
Yep.
I think getting that kind of help for this guy is the best, so that we don't keep seeing him, and hopefully that help will work. Your Honor, on Mr. Carl Lockard, he's in jail. We've got a potential plea here to a DV second. It's conditioned upon well, it's an agreement that he's got to go to treatment. He's got to go directly to Guiding Light from the jail. And there's just some things that have to happen before that can happen. We have to figure out the probation or what's happening on the other underlying charge with Matt Huff. That will have to be resolved. And then number 2, they have to make the request into Guiding Light and make sure the bed space is available. So there's some little moving parts that will have to be completed before he's sentencing.
Fair enough. He's got a previous assault and battery. It was due to disturbing the peace that he hasn't paid the fines and costs. He has a malicious destruction of property, felony reduced to a misdemeanor, $1,000 of restitution. And he has a previous aggravated resisting and obstructing and domestic violence that he's on probation for. So no, he isn't just gonna one day walk out of here into there without a lot of forethought. So we'll see what we can do. It's also right in the middle of lunchtime. Hopefully they're done.
I have to be back here at 1 o'clock.
I have a full docket starting right at 1. Jail lunch starts about 11:20. So Miss Robinson probably missed lunch, and I don't know where Mr. Lockard is. By the time we get Mr. Brandt, hopefully he will have had a chance to eat.
Always.
They're at prime rib today. So I hate to miss it. Can't get an end cut. He's on the probation on the MDOP charge. All right, good morning. Are you Carl Lockhart?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
All right, your lawyer, Rhonda Ives, is here with me at the courthouse, as well as Chief Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Joshua Robert. You had an opportunity to have lunch?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, I just did.
All right. What was it?
It was a grilled cheese, actually. It was pretty good.
No, wasn't prime rib. All right.
No,
You're charged with domestic violence as a felony. The allegation is that you assaulted Elisa Kloosterman as a third or subsequent offense, making it punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment. They allege that that happened on January 27th. The prosecutor has agreed to dismiss that for a plea to domestic violence second offense. Domestic violence second offense is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. If I do that sentence, your lawyer wishes me to get more information because they're trying to coordinate pivotal treatment options, probation, and other issues. Do you understand? If you do plead to that charge, I won't be sentencing you here today. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you going to plead to that misdemeanor charge of domestic violence second offense?
I believe I am, Your Honor.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Did anybody threaten you to get you to plead to this charge
Not at all, Your Honor.
or promise you anything?
No, nothing, Your Honor.
Do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your rights that you have with a trial, including the right to have a trial. If you had a trial, you'd have the right to have a lawyer. Miss Ives is here with you. You could also hire a lawyer of your own choosing if you wish. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you, and you have the right to be presumed innocent unless the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You and Miss Kloosterman lived together on Rock River Avenue?
No, Your Honor, that was my old address from years ago. Actually, we were staying at the Super 8 Hotel 2 days before. Well, all the allegations happened 2 days, and then we were separated. But we were staying at the Super 8.
It keeps kicking me out of what I want to get into. All right, there's no affidavit of probable cause or anything. The booking form has very little information in it. So where did this take place?
The allegations, Your Honor?
Yes.
At, the Super 8. And then we left the Super 8, spent 2 nights together, and then she left the following 2 days after that when we were at a friend's house.
All right. So the allegation is that this happened. Just a minute.
I pulled 3 people Billy out of my room.
They say this happened on January 29th. Where were you then?
Sorry, Your Honor?
On January 29th, you got arrested. Where did that happen?
It was at her friend's house that she was dropped off at, Your Honor. I came there because I didn't realize why she left, because after our argument, we stayed 2 more nights together. So I went to where she was and was trying to talk to her, and they called the police.
All right, where was that?
Like 2 blocks away from Mr. B's Dairy Bar. I couldn't tell you the address.
You know, that person-
All right, so you were also good and drunk. When you got booked in, you were a .157. So what were you drinking?
It's a thing called Pink Whitney, Your Honor. It's a vodka.
Pink Whitney?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's no. Oh, here.
All right, well, so at that place over there by Mr. B's, did you assault her?
No, I
For
never
sure
even
she-
got in contact with her, never even seen her.
Mr. O'Berry, got any facts here to help?
Wait, well, Your Honor, maybe I could help
Okay.
with this. Mr. Lockhart, it was also alleged in the complaint that 2 days prior, you had assaulted Alyssa at the Super 8 motel. Isn't it true that you had gotten in a fight with Alyssa at the Super 8 2 days prior?
Yes, ma'am,
Okay, hold
not
on,
the
so I got
day.
my dates wrong. So that was 127
Correct.
at Super 8. All right,
And that's the Super 8 in Three Rivers, Michigan, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And in St. Joseph County, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that time, do you agree that you had either pushed her to the ground or slapped her in the face while she was on the ground?
I pushed her to the ground, but I not slap her in the face while she was on the ground, no.
When you pushed her to the ground, did you kick her?
I did.
Okay.
In the shoulder, left shoulder.
Thank you, Your
But
Honor.
also-
If that may satisfy the court.
yes. Now, Rhonda, I don't want to go all the way out to that March 30th date or
Okay,
March 25th. That's a long way out.
sure.
Although he's on probation now. Let's see what else we got.
Can I ask a question, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
I was curious if it was possible to be released on my ankle monitor until my next court date.
The answer to that is no.
Okay,
It's a third felony. You're on probation for a malicious destruction of property. There's an incident 2 days later where you're quite intoxicated. You have a bond condition and a probation condition that you're not to drink alcohol. I'm not secure with you being out.
And Your Honor, Mr. Lockhart, or I would say for Mr. Lockhart's benefit, the offer to reduce this to a misdemeanor is conditioned upon you going straight to guiding light, or Mr. Robert was not in agreement to reduce your case to a misdemeanor.
okay.
And we did confirm from Lauren that they can provide direct transportation.
Rhonda, are you here on March 11th?
I am, Your Honor. I am here on March 11th.
All right, let's set this for Wednesday, March 11th at 11.
Oh, Lord. Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm sorry, 11 a.m.
Does that work?
It could be a little difficult. I do have a 9 a.m. exam on a case that I'm trying to, I filed a motion to get, that's gonna be. Your Honor, let's schedule it for the 11th. I think it's gonna work.
All right, 11 a.m.
You said 11 a.m.?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that will be fine.
All right, Mr. Lockhart, you're kind of be in custody until then. We're working on sentence options. Need victim input, police report, input from Matt Huff, and Lauren Frank. All right, Mr. Lockhart, I'll see you on March 11th at 11 a.m. You're
Yes,
good
Your
to
Honor.
go. Allegation is that on January 11th and the 21st, that you assaulted Amanda Leigh Maston, someone you had a dating relationship, and caused a serious or aggravated injury as a second offense, which makes that a felony punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment. The second count is domestic violence, second offense, just straight up. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gibson, what's the plea offer?
My understanding is that the prosecuting attorney is willing to dismiss everything if the defendant would plead to 2 counts of domestic violence, second offense.
One for each date, Mr. Robert, one for the 11th, one for the 21st.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Wellington?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're gonna enter a plea of guilty to 2 counts of domestic violence, second offense, which are punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The felony charge would be dismissed. Do you understand that by pleading to this charge, you're gonna give up your right to have a trial, and there will not be a trial? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If there was a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. Mr. Gibson is here with you. You could also hire an attorney of your own choosing if you wish. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you. You would also have a right to have any of the witnesses subpoenaed to testify against you. And you have a right to be presumed innocent unless the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. You live in Buchanan?
I mean, right now, yes, that's where I'm staying till this is all,
Where were you staying?
612 South Hooker Avenue.
In Three Rivers?
Yeah, me and Amanda just bought a house.
All right, let's see what I can figure out about this. He also had a no insurance case. Did you deal with that one?
I talked to sorry, is that directed at me?
Yeah, and they reduced it to no proof of insurance?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I brought the email with the insurance.
All right, very good. All right, so you and the complainant, who is Amanda Maston, you were living together on South Hooker Street in Three Rivers?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is alleged to have occurred on 2 different dates. Uh, The first date was January 11th, and then the other was January 21st. So let's go to the first date. She came in on the 23rd to report she'd been assaulted. They've been dating since May and moved in together in November. So the house, is it in both of your names?
No, it's in her name.
Okay. She was in an altercation with Wellington. She was trying to leave for work and asked Wellington for the car keys. He tried to rip the bag from her. Her finger was in the loop. She landed on the porch and she had a broken finger. So did you guys get into an argument on the 11th? And you yanked on her purse and she
Oh,
fell?
no, sorry, sir. It was my book bag.
All right.
I told her where the key was. It was upstairs on the table that the TV was sitting on. And she still proceeded to yell at me. And then she went and grabbed my book bag and I went to grab it from her. And she held on to it. And like the screen door was right behind me.
All right, and she broke her finger. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so that's the aggravated part. So that one's dismissed. Then on the 21st, she said she was sleeping and she woke up to you calling her a liar and a cheater. What happened that day?
I didn't wake her up and nothing like that. If it's the day that I think about, if I think she's talking about, we were both sitting on the bed and we were watching TV, but I was kind of like playing on my phone and she didn't like it. So she went to start like snatching my phone out of my hand and I kind of like pushed her away from me. There was, it's almost like the whole role was switched. I've never come after her at all, but.
All right, your version to the officer was on the 23rd, he said he was texting and Maston woke up. She was trying to grab his phone and he pushed her away and she started to swing at him. He got up and held her down on the bed. He explained he didn't know how the bruises got on her neck and arm and what caused the mark on her chest. The bruise on Martin's neck was a hickey.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Then they arrested you. What she said was she tried to get up and leave the room. He tackled her onto the bed, pinned her down. He had a hold of her neck with one hand, holding her down, and proceeded to show a bruise under her ear on her neck. The bruise was consistent with a thumbprint. She continues to state that she blacked out due to the anxiety of this situation and could not breathe due to pillows and blankets on the bed. She advised she's then noticed a long red mark on her chest.
It was a scratch from the dog from jumping up on her.
All right. So they placed you under arrest. What do you do?
I'm a mechanic, sir.
Where?
Where?
Yeah.
It was at the house. I started my own, I'm trying to incorporate my own business. I've got a lot of clientele. I've been doing it for a few years. I'm just trying to get the chance to actually lease a building.
Are you licensed?
No, sir. I gotta go to the Secretary of State and take the test.
Well, I mean, you can change somebody's oil or their brakes or something, but theoretically, if you're working as a mechanic, you need a license to do that. It's a misdemeanor to do it without a license. What I am contemplating is canceling your bond right now. You got a pretty extensive criminal record. Your version and her version are substantially different. But you have posted your bond and you've appeared at every hearing. You're not buying a house together. She's buying a house and you're staying there.
Yes,
Do you have children together?
no, sir.
Where are you living now? Back in Buchanan?
Yes, sir.
You're not employed. You're illegally working as a mechanic. And she got sick up and fed with it after the second assault went to the police.
I do have job interviews available. AAM is one of the places I've been looking at that to schedule an interview.
American Axle?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hate to go that far, but I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. I'm gonna set this for Monday, March 2nd at 10:30. Does that work for you, Mr. Gibson?
Yes.
I need victim input. Restitution info regarding medical. Police reports and photos. There is a high likelihood of jail in your future. As I said, I thought about just canceling your bond right now, but I can't sentence you until March 2nd. And so we're gonna just try this. There's a bond condition. You're not engaged in any assault or threatening behavior. You not have any contact with the complaining witness, Amanda Maston. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If I could do the sentence sooner than this, I would cancel the bond, but I don't think I leave you in jail for 2 weeks while I wait. One day, March 2nd. All right, Mr. Wellington, your bond conditions remain in effect. You don't owe the court any money. You may owe in some other jurisdictions, but we're going to hear from the victim. We're going to get the police report, any photos, any medical evidence, and any restitution info. You're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
We still got miles to go before we sleep, and it's just about lunchtime at the jail. Christopher Wooster, we've had no contact. He is not present. You never had contact from this defendant?
Let's see here, Worcester, it looks like that I may have had some telephone contact with him last week, but I checked today and they said he had not appeared, so I expected him to be here.
All right, well, I'm gonna issue a bench warrant for his arrest. He's on pretrial services. Bond was
Looks like he's on probation, I thought.
Could be in Indiana. I know he has an ongoing criminal case down there.
which county?
I don't know.
All right, we'll check. Anyway, I'm gonna do a bench warrant.
And I think he had something in Cass County and
Bond. $25,000 cash or surety with a 48-hour hold. We'll start a bond forfeiture. Check Cass County Jail, LaGrange County Jail. All right, so what that leaves us is some difficult cases.
Super Jack Brandt, he has another PCC set for next week, I believe.
Yes,
You also got that file, Paul.
mhm.
If he hasn't talked to him yet and needs to use the closed caption, I don't know if it's better to adjourn this one week so they're both set on the same date. You can.
yes. We don't know what Carl Lockard is doing or Christina Robinson. Jack Brandt. Is that a new charge of felony?
Yes, it's aggravated indecent exposure.
I think Christina Robinson's gonna be a plea.
Where is she? In custody?
She's in custody.
It's lunchtime. Hello, Deputy Feaster. Sorry about calling at lunchtime. I need to see two customers, Christina Robinson and Carl Lockard. Yeah, Robinson is first. All right, thank you. All right, Jack Brandt, file number 26152FY. Mr. Brandt and I go back a long ways. He's charged with 2 counts of resisting and obstructing and domestic violence. He was on bond on that case and he got arrested on some new charges, including aggravated indecent exposure. I didn't really want to get into this in depth when I talked to him last time. Let's look at the new case. That is file 26224FY.
Is there a way to use the Zoom at the jail to be able to have it do closed captioning?
Yes. And that is set for PEC 2/24/26 at 8:30 in front of Judge Pattison. He also has this charge. Two counts of R&O. Mr. Brandt is hearing impaired. And if we do have to take testimony, we would want to do everything on the same date. Because as a rule, we have to have at least 2 or potentially 3 hearing impaired interpreters, sign language interpreters. It's very expensive, very difficult to schedule. So we'll get Mr. Brandt in here and indicate we're going to adjourn this. The bad part is it lands on Judge Pattison. Mr. Brandt, this is Judge Middleton. Have you guys got the
Yeah.
closed caption turned on?
Yeah, she got the closed captions on. Yeah, we're good.
All right, very good.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm
Mr.
looking
Brandt?
shaky. It's cold, I
Can
should.
you hear me?
Ending.
Can you see the closed
Let me
caption?
sit down real quick.
Very good.
Oh.
All right, I know you can't.
Okay,
hear me. That's not a good question.
Go
Mr.
ahead,
Brandt, can you see the closed caption?
Yes, I can see the closed caption, and no, I cannot hear you because I don't use hearing aids anymore.
I understand. That was a dumb question on my part. I can hear you.
No,
Let me tell you some things. Mr.
I
Gibson,
know
your
it's
lawyer.
not a dumb question on your part, but everyone asks me that, it's okay, it's no problem. Sorry, let me put that down.
Your lawyer, Mr. Gibson, is here with me at the court. Also present is Mr. Josh Robert from the prosecuting attorney's office. Today's case is file 26152FY. It charges 2 counts of resisting and obstructing a police officer and domestic violence second offense. You got a new case, which is file 26224FY. And that is set for next Tuesday, February 24th, for a pre-exam conference.
Yes, sir. All
right, and Mr. Gibson has been appointed to represent you on that case also. And what he's asking that we adjourn today's case and set it for next Tuesday at 8:30, and we address both cases at the same time. If we do need to have some sign language interpreters here to help us.
Sign language interpreter is attacking, yes, part of my ADA right for a while. Because I just don't sign that often because I don't have a lot of the friends to hang out with the hunter. I mean, you know me very well.
Yes, I've known you for a long time, but we need to make sure that you understand everything. And I don't do sign language, and you're better at it than I am. But we also have the ability to use this closed caption where you can read what's being said.
The closed caption is actually weird.
Yes.
Well,
it's not perfect. And it doesn't accurately always report everything we say, particularly with your speech. So I brought you here to tell you we're going to adjourn this case to next Tuesday, 2/24/26 at 8:30 with your other case. Mr. Gibson is going to come out to the jail and try to communicate you with a laptop, emails.
Finally figuring it all out, because I was so stupid to not see it. I mean, I'm sorry for laughing, no hiding, but I felt so. Everyone in my hometown calls me retarded. I'm tired of it. I'm not retarded, I'm just special, okay?
Mr. Brandt, I certainly know that. I've known that for years. You're not, it's not, now listen to me. Listen to me.
It's very frustrating because
Yes.
everyone.
All right, stop. You've been frustrated your whole life because people can't understand you. And because they don't understand you, they think you're dumb. Well, you're not dumb. I've talked to you for 20 years. You're quite intelligent. We just have trouble understanding each other. You're not retarded. You're hearing impaired. And I understand that. But we're going to try to handle both of these cases next week. Every time you've been in my courtroom, you've been appropriate, you've been respectful. If you did something, you take responsibility for it. I think I understand you. You're not dumb, but we have a hard time communicating. We need help.
We will discuss more about that on February 24th, but I'll actually try and talk to my lawyer as soon as possible so I can get out of here because I know I'm not supposed to be here.
All right, well, we'll try to figure that out, but we're going to do it next Tuesday morning at 8:30. Mr. Gibson is going to come to the jail to see you further. All right, I'll see you next week.
Peace out. Love you.
All right, thank you.